What do we got here from Wall Street? They had an article, like I told you the other day, they had when I was thinking about talking about, bubble trouble, Silicon Valley and San Francisco housing markets head south. I mean, you know, do I need to go there? But we could do the state as a whole. Also, Wall Street, newer article. Why California's housing market is in for serious trouble. Home builder Toll Brothers just said it out loud. High-end home builders, Toll Brothers, when it announced earnings this morning, made some peculiar comments. Not so peculiar was the plunge in new orders in its fourth quarter, ended October 31st. New orders dropped 13.3% from a year ago to 1,715 units. In California, Toll Brothers' largest market by revenue, new orders plunged 39.4% to just 226 units. Toll Brothers also slashed its guidance for home sales in its fiscal year 2019. This is not so peculiar because I already reported on the drop in new home prices across the U.S. amid unsold inventory of new homes that has ballooned to 7.4 months supply, the highest since February 2011, toward the end of Housing Bust 1. Here is the peculiar part in its announcement concerning new orders. Emphasis added. California has seen the biggest decline. Significant price appreciation over the past few years, fewer foreign buyers in certain communities, and the impact of rising interest rates all contributed to the slowdown. High home prices and rising interest rates are a toxic mix. We have been discussing this for a while, and the first signs are visible in Silicon Valley and San Francisco. But Toll Brothers today threw in a new variable that is going to heck. Fewer foreign buyers. This is the greatest fear of the housing industry in the state. Kind of reminds me of Canada. Remember all the Chinese and the laundered money coming in, helping push the price of all these houses up, pricing out the locals. Imagine a foreign entity coming in, pricing your whole damn community out of housing. You can't even afford to live there anymore. Because they have illegal money, laundering it, and rather than just dumping it in a bank account that can get stolen, let's go buy property in Canada. High-end area of Canada. Vancouver, whatnot. And then Canada, remember that? I was doing the videos. Remember that? Canada, well, I don't know, it may have been one of the provinces or whatever. If you're not a citizen, you're like temporary, we're going to charge 15% tax on you per year. Property tax per year against, in addition to your property tax, because you're not living here full time. You need to be here at least 6 months out of the year. And then all of a sudden we saw them crashing down. And only recently did I hear that it was actually because of the money laundering. They were looking for a place to just put this hot money. So somebody buddies doing a criminal activity could wreck your entire community, potentially your whole city. There's that much laundered money out there that can ruin your city where you can't even afford to live. That's what happened in Canada. There's another hotbed, by the way, in case you didn't know. It's called California, city of Compton. But, like our brethren up north, looks like the foreigners are leaving. This is the greatest fear of the housing industry in the state. Once those foreign buyers dry up, who's going to buy? Because there is a little bit of an issue here. At the end of November, the U.S. Census Bureau released its data on state-to-state migration for 2017. So this does not include the new developments in 2018, but it gives us an idea of the magnitude of the problem. People move to California for jobs and education. People leave California because the cost of living is just too damn high. Many retirees cannot afford to live in the state. Income taxes are another reason, though property taxes are extraordinarily low for people who have owned their property for a long time, due to a homeowner revolt that ended in 1978 with something called Proposition 13. The data released by the Census Bureau at the end of November confirmed the trends in prior years. When it comes to in-migration and out-migration between states, California is losing it. In-migration, in 2017, a total of 523,000 people moved from other states to California. These are the top states from where people moved to California. Number one, Texas, 41,000. New York, 34,000. Washington, 33,000. Illinois, 27,000. Arizona, 26,000. Colorado, 25,000. Florida, 24,000. Nevada, 23,000. Out-migration. Texas, number one. They went back to Texas, and then some came with them. 63,000 compared to 41,000 leaving. Arizona was 26,000. Hang on one second. All right, so where was I? We're on Arizona. 26,900 came to California, but 59,000 decided to get the hell out of here. Washington, 52,000. Oregon, etc. All the way down the line, it's worse than it was. With the exception of actually, liberal New York. 34,300 came to California. Only 25,000 went back. The rest of them pretty much it's the same story. More left. Get back out of California. Couldn't handle it. So with 523,000 people moving from other states to California, and with 661,000 people moving from California to other states, the state experienced a net domestic out-migration of 138,000 people. And this is repeated year after year. According to those migration numbers between U.S. states, it would seem that California is gradually emptying out of people. But that's not the case. In 2000, there were 34 million residents in California. In 2017, there were 39.5 million. Now, of course, hold on. Jason Nip here. How many are illegal immigrants? I want to throw that out there. Chart below shows the population trends for California, Texas, New York, and Florida via Google's public data visualization, which California population, Florida, they're all kind of going up anyways. It doesn't really matter. In 2017, net out-migration amounted to 138,000 people, but California's population grew by about 241,000 over the same period. Of course, people are having kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever. The difference, around 379,000 people, has to come from somewhere. A small component of it is births minus deaths, and the remainder, foreign migration. In California's case, foreign migration is largely from Asia. Oh, the same Asian countries that were buying up houses in Canada? These people come for jobs, particularly tech jobs, education, and opportunity, or to get themselves and some of their assets away from the long arm of their government. Oh, exactly like I was just telling you about what's happening in Canada. And now the greatest fear of the housing industry in California is that this inflow from Asia is going to slow down. Even a small slowdown with domestic out-migration, as large as it is, could create massive demand problems for the housing market. Well, again, let's also throw in for that higher prices and interest rates rising. Oh, that probably won't hurt. That'll probably be fine. And suddenly there's Toll Brothers anecdotally formally confirming that fear. The 2017 census data does not yet include the impact of the Trump administration's changes to the tax law and the discussions about curtailing H-1B and related tech visa programs, including spousal work visa programs. A crackdown on the tech visa programs would impact migration from India the most. Revisions of the investor visa program, such as the EB-5 visas, would impact immigration from China the most. These are the people who enter the housing market in the largest urban centers in California. The agricultural workers from South America don't impact the super expensive coastal housing markets that much. In addition, any slowdown in hiring in the tech and social media sectors, given that their stocks are now getting battered on a regular basis, would also impact recruits coming from overseas. And the housing market could already be feeling the first signs of this. It's a Big 10-4. I know people are still, cryptos, oh my God, it's a freaking bloodbath. What's happening, man? Has anyone seen the stock market, the tech stocks, the bank stocks, pretty much anything else out there? It all sucks. It all sucks really bad, as a matter of fact. But again, you stop a certain type of person, whether it's the Indians or the Asians, Chinese coming over here. Social media is down. They're going to be firing people. I mean, it's coming. It's what I always say. We got to tighten the belt, guys. Sorry. You're just a number. These big corporate companies, you're not a human being. You're a number. Listen, Bill, we love you. See you later. Gina, listen, I know you've been with us 15 years, girl. Yes. Listen, get your box. Time for you to go. The numbers aren't so good. Plus, we've been hammering some of our YouTube performers that earn us money. We've been demonetizing them left and right. And some of them have huge followings. So we've taken a haircut there, but we just can't let them voice their opinion. If it's not a liberal point of view, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear them. So, Gina, you're going to take one for the team. We could hire you if we would stop demonetizing those videos of those people because we'd earn the advertiser income revenue. But we're liberals and we're very thick-headed, and it's our way or the highway. But Gina, again, we love you. Okay, take care.